Hey guys, and welcome back to the Blue Podcast. This is the Red Show with your hosts, me, Henry Neal. Heli was joining me, and also Lloyd. How are we doing, boys?
Hello.
Hey, can't wait to
You've
get
just
into
changed
this
my
one.
name.
He's finally realised. Right,
Yeah.
Bastard.
for those people who don't know, on Zoom you can change people's names on the call. So about 10 minutes ago, when everybody first jumped on the call, I changed his name to what you can see on screen, and he
What the
hasn't
hell?
noticed.
I just literally looked up. Oh,
Finally seen it.
thank you for that, Henry.
Oh, no worries. I'm good at good nicknames. So, this week we've got a few things to talk about. Let's start off with section one, which is our current teams and our matches this week. Starting off with the best team in the world, and that is Manchester United, who took a point off of high-flying Tottenham Hotspur in quite a good game. I felt like it was quite back and forth. Second half dropped off a little bit, but Heli, why don't we start off with you? Did you watch the game? What did you think of the performance of both teams?
Court highlights. Court highlights.
Caught
And
highlights.
basically, Hoyland's goal, that was honestly, what the hell? That was just awful.
That was
That
not awful.
I was watching, no, it was like watching set eight football, set eight PE class play for a bit there. But to be fair, from what I did see and from like things I've heard and read, it seems like Hoyland had a very good game. Goal and assist, and like his general performance was very good. And it just turns. I think Tottenham's defense may have not been amazing from what I've seen.
I think it was all right. Like it was full strength again. They've got their players back. I think when Van der Ven went off, it started to look a little bit weaker. But I feel like the defense was pretty good. It's probably their best part of their team.
Well,
Uh,
I didn't see the game, so just from what I've seen and from what I've heard,
yeah, yeah.
both Man United's goals were a bit like poor defending.
Well, the first goal, Rashford was being selfish, but it just fell to Hoyland and he just whacked it super hard, and there was nothing Vicario could have ever done about it. Right into the roof of the net. The second one, Hoyland laid it off. Rashford smacked it in. It was a little bit aged. It was a little bit like it bounced off a couple of defenders and luckily fell back into Rashford's path. So there was some luck involved in that second goal. I wouldn't say it was majorly poor defending. You could have cleared it maybe, but I wouldn't. It's not too harsh. It'd be a bit harsh to say that it was poor defending for
To
both
be
goals.
fair, Werner more goals and assists than Anthony.
And that he's got one assist.
Yeah, Werner's got one assist. Anthony's got nothing.
Yeah, that's true. But
That's
we're not here to
crazy.
talk about Anthony because that would be depressing. Did you catch the game, Lloyd? What are you thinking of Werner's performance specifically?
yeah, no, I watched the game. I know Werner got an assist, but I didn't actually think he was that great, to be completely honest. I mean, what was it? That shot that he had that went like 30 yards away from the goal was just absolutely terrible. But
He's so funny, that guy. He's supposed to be really. He's so pacey, and in the Bundesliga he scores so many goals, but it's just he doesn't seem to suit the Premier League at all, does
The
it?
Premier League's a different game.
It
yeah,
really is.
it is for a lot of players, isn't it? And I remember when he first was moving to Chelsea, Liverpool were linked with him for months on end.
I remember that, yeah.
Klopp really wanted him and everything, and then Liverpool ended up getting Jota instead, and
Yeah.
Chelsea got Werner. So it turns out we got the better player. But
I was gonna say you got the better deal.
yeah, but yeah,
Um,
no, it just with
it is a bit of
Werner,
a shame.
yeah, he makes all these runs and everything. He does all the hard work. It's just his output, like his final product, is just it's not great. Maybe he will do well under Postecoglou though, because they get loads and loads of chances. So who knows? But yeah, I didn't think he was that great.
He might end up as a Darwin Nunez type. Gets quite a few goals and assists because he's on the end of pretty much everything because there are so many chances created that he just has to get some, and he ends up
Yeah.
with a fairly decent return because of that.
It's like literally impossible not to score in a game.
And yet he somehow does. But enough about Darwin Nunez. In other Manchester United news, the biggest news at the moment coming out, I believe it was David Ornstein who tweeted about this.
Oh, my goat journalist, by the way.
I mean,
My goat journalist.
I'm Fabrizio through and through, but you know, yeah, Man United are buying a golf club.
Huh?
A golf club.
What,
We're
as in like
buying a golf
what, as in like a swing, like the
Yeah.
actual thing you swing with?
No, it's in like an entire golf complex club.
Oh, if we meant like a singular golf club.
Oh, good God. No. So the news is we're buying a golf club. We're talking to a number of different clubs around the Manchester area with the hopes that we'll buy it, knock it down, and build a whole new training complex, state of the art, best in the world, replace Carrington. Carrington will get sold off. And yeah, we will end up with a brand new, much bigger, much more up to date training ground, which is the first thing that's been announced since the whole takeover has happened. And I've got to say, boys, living in this kind of Jim Radcliffe world, I'm liking it. I'm loving this. This is awesome.
But why not just like take down Carrington or renovate Carrington? What's the need for the new
It's not
golf
big
club?
enough. It's not big enough, apparently. So what we want is 100 acres, 100 square acres of land, which is apparently how big a golf club is. Carrington, I don't know how big it is, but apparently it's not big enough. We just quickly look up what its size it is. 85 acres. So they want over 100. So they want another like 15, 20 acres on the top of that.
So how many football pitches? Wait, so an acre is like what, half a football pitch?
No, an acre's massive. An acre is a lot of land. I forget how big
Go on,
it is.
let me look up.
Have a look at the differences. But
how big is an acre?
The point being that this is an big expensive thing that he's doing. It's the more money already without even buying anything. It's more money spent on the football club, even investigating it, than the Glazers have done in the entire time they've been at the club. So I am really happy that he's taking action rather than just saying these things. He is taking action because that was my one worry with Jim Radcliffe is like there's no guarantee that he's going to do the things he's saying, but he is. So
is he related to Harry Potter? Step. No. This is actually a genuine. Is he like related to?
Do you know Harry Potter's fictional, right? You do know.
No, I'm talking about the actor. I'm talking about the actor. The one who plays. I forgot his name. Daniel Radcliffe. Is he related
to him? I don't think so. No.
No, sorry. No, I just had a thought, and I thought I'd ask. Sorry.
No, his company is known for sponsoring a cycling team and a bunch of other sporting teams around the world. So that's where people know him from. He does other stuff as well, but I don't even know. But yeah, just Glazers not doing anything. So Jim Radcliffe pumping 300 million into the club and then looking to build a new training centre and already talking about rebuilding Old Trafford. It's just optimistic. We can't see improvement on the pitch until the behind-the-scenes stuff is done. So this is a good first step. I understand it could take a long time to finish, like 5 years maybe. Happy to wait that time if it means that the whole football organisation is just much better and a much stronger strength in leadership is what I'll say. So really happy to see all this news. We shall move on to the other team from up north. That is Liverpool. So the only game that's taken place between last week and this week was the EFL Cup game against Fulham. Lloyd, why don't you tell us a little bit about that one?
Oh, yeah. Not great in terms of performance. I mean, 60 minutes, it was like just poor. I mean, defensively, we were all over the place, had no creativity. Alexander-Arnold, of course, injured, so that's a massive loss for Liverpool's creativity. And yeah, it just didn't happen. And then all of a sudden, you get a lucky deflected goal, 1-1, Curtis Jones's deflected goal. And then Gakpo and Nunez come off the bench, combine to make it 2-1. Really nice play, good finish. And yeah, 2-1 up, going to Craven Cottage. Hopefully, as long as if we don't lose, we're through. So can't complain about the result, but the performance, for the majority of it, wasn't of the standard.
I mean, you're going to come under a lot of pressure in that second leg, given that this was the home leg.
Yeah.
As well, and you were only just able to scrape through. A Fulham will make it long. They'll make it hard for you. Mm-hmm. I've got to say, looking on FotMob here that I do to have a look at the team's performances, it's weird seeing the little blue icon next to Darwin Núñez's name saying he got man of the match. Like that is I've not seen that before.
Yeah, no,
that's weird to see.
No, he came on and got the assist for Jones's goal, and then we got 2 assists, didn't he? I believe because Gakpo got the second goal.
Yes,
if I'm right.
Yeah.
I'm saying that because it feels like such a long time ago. But but yeah, Nunez off from the bench, 2 assists, made the impact, and that's what he does off from the bench. He does really make a big impact in the majority of games. I mean, the Newcastle game earlier on in the season, where he ends up winning it for us. I mean, I don't think any other player off from the bench for Liverpool maybe could have potentially done that. Maybe Jota off from the bench, but apart from that, not really too many others who do.
Well, Jota played this game. He started up front. I mean,
Yeah,
off the bench, they were all youth players other than like Kwanzaa was on there that I recognise.
yeah,
And other than that, it was pretty much all youth players because you say your injury list is starting to stack up.
yes, yeah. There are a lot of injuries.
You mentioned Trent there because he's now out until late January with a knee injury. But we saw a good performance from his replacement, who's looked like the best defender on the night. Is it Connor Bradley?
Conor Bradley, yeah.
Yeah, no, Conor Bradley really impressed me. I mean, against Arsenal, came on, did really well up against Martinelli in the latter stages of the game when, most likely Arsenal would push for the equaliser, or the winning goal. And yeah, against Fulham, he was really, really solid down that right-hand side. Did really well. And going forward, put a few good crosses into the box as well. So yeah, no, really impressed with him. And probably couldn't do the inverted role because he's more or less a wing back rather than a player who played like sort of in midfield. But
yeah,
no, definitely could do a decent job for us by the looks of it. He's done really well.
If Trent goes into midfield, wouldn't Conor Bradley just be your solution to your right back straight away? Like he doesn't need to be inverted anymore because Trent's already in midfield.
Yeah, I mean, he could potentially. I think it's way too early for that because you'd have to see Bradley play consistently for a longer period of time. But
he needs to make more cameos. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I hope to see him more because we saw him in the Europa League. He's been decent. He's been okay. But yeah, the past 2 games, he's done really, really well. He's impressed me a lot.
Also, Henry, little championship level player Jones with the goal. And an 8.1 rating. The second highest rated player behind Darwin Núñez, according to FotMob, your trusted
against
source.
Fulham in the pitch. I mean,
against Fulham, what, a Premier League team?
In the cup. I mean, I don't.
A full strength Fulham.
This is not a full strength Fulham team.
What do you mean it's not a full strength Fulham team?
It's not a full strength Fulham team. The goalkeeper's the same, but other than that.
No, what do you mean goalkeeper? Castagne, Robertson,
Castagne is a bad choice. Diop is a bad choice.
Adebayo.
I can't even say his name.
Yeah, but he's still a starting centre back. He's played most games for him.
Yeah, he has. Diop is not a starter. Castagne is not a starter.
Palhinha,
Reed isn't
Pereira,
a starter.
Jimenez, Willian, Diop.
There are some starters in there, but it's not the first choice, in my opinion.
So this is basically Fulham's main team.
There are some players in there that are main team, but at the same time, I stand by what I said. Over the course of a season, Jones is not good enough, and we'll leave it at that. Let's move on into the third team of our kind of selection. Wait, no, we won't because we've got a couple of other things to talk about instead of Liverpool. I'm sorry, Liverpool fans. I'm sorry. I'm forgetful. We've got to quickly talk about Henderson. He is leaving the Saudi Pro League. He's coming back to Europe, but not going back to Liverpool. What are we saying, Lloyd?
No, I mean, seems like he's had 6 months in Saudi Arabia. He's had enough of the 700 attendances that they get in the games, and he wants to move back to Europe, and he wants to go to Ajax.
Yes.
Would I take him back at Liverpool? No.
No, you don't want him back, even as like a leader type in that midfield.
No, not really. I'd rather someone younger. I mean, I saw Henderson last season, and there was a drop off, there was a decline. I mean, he's always been a solid player for Liverpool, but yeah, last season with the midfield issues, he did definitely play a part of that. He seemed to lose his legs a little bit in front. Wasn't the same level that he had been previously. And yeah, no, I wouldn't take him back now because Liverpool have got plenty of leaders in the squad anyway. They're looking at the team. You've got Van Dijk, who's the captain. I mean, I see Robertson as a leader as well. I see Salah as a leader for me. He's a role model. You've got like multiple other players. I mean, Trent's now the vice captain. So yeah, I don't think Liverpool are short of leaders. And yeah, no, I would not take him back, despite him being a great player for us over the years.
That's a fair reasoning. I say he's going to Ajax, and I'm sure he'll do quite well out there and be their captain because they're in a bit of a state at the moment as well. Yeah. So I'm sure he'll be able to contribute in Amsterdam. Heli, let's talk about Salah. He's doing quite well at a certain African tournament at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, didn't Egypt draw or lose to Mozambique. What was it?
Yeah, we'll just grab it up. I mean, he did score and get an assist though, didn't he? I'm pretty sure
Did he? 1
individually.
minute. Let me look
Yeah.
this.
No, he scored the equalising penalty.
Oh yeah,
losing.
penalty.
Goal and
Oh,
assist,
that was in
man
the
of the match.
96th minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, against Mozambique. You would expect them to kind of roll away this team. Oh, they've got Ed Milton Dove playing for them. He plays for Kaiser Chiefs. I used to do him in Football Manager. That's awesome. Sorry, I just recognise the name.
With the African Cup of Nations, it's literally there's so many upsets all the time.
There seems to be, yeah. The number 10 playing for Mozambique is 40. He's 40 years old.
Is he actually? Oh my god, he's 40
years old.
Hey, well, to be fair, to be fair, they are known for lying out their age. So,
oh yeah, true. He could be younger than that. That's a good point. I didn't think of that. Yeah,
he doesn't look 40 either.
Like, did you see the what was it? Abubakar Kamara. His name on the lineup sheet is AK-47.
AK-47.
Oh yeah.
And I kept on seeing it on TikTok, and they were like, "Is his name actually AK-47?" Like,
mate,
African
I saw it.
So good, man. It's so good.
I saw it, and I was like, which idiot footballer has put that as his name? And then I realized, oh wait, no, it's Abubakar Kamara, the guy who used to play for Fulham. I know this guy. Like the fuck. It's so stupid.
No,
man,
it
is funny to see.
I've got to shout out Minamino as well. 2 goals for Japan, 4-2 win. Endo got an assist as well, so against Vietnam.
Yes,
so I was very happy with that.
Indeed. Yeah,
China just drew my countrymen. They drew 0-0.
They drew 0-0.
Yeah, against Lebanon.
I mean, it's rare to see China win a game, in all fairness, so it's good to see.
Yeah, true. To be fair, the fact we've got 2 draws and we're currently second in the group is.
Oh wait, you didn't win a game. Sorry.
No, we've drawn 2. We've played 2, draw 2.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, we drew against both teams below us, so
yeah,
theoretically we should go through.
Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. It's good to see you get some points.
Yeah, I mean,
I know one player in this team, and he's not even Chinese, a guy.
Oh, what, Browning, the centre back?
Yeah,
he used to play for Everton, no?
He did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Everton.
No, but their striker Wu Lee, he played for Espanyol for a bit.
Oh yes,
yeah, because it's quite famous because like the first Chinese player to go to a top 5 European league, something like that.
That was it. Yeah, I remember that. That was during the whole time that China was buying up a load of players, so they sent one back to try and expand their reach into Europe.
The rise of Chinese football, then the downfall really quick after.
Yeah, but a lot of games didn't get a lot of goals, and they went back to China. Is pretty prolific over there, so it's fair enough. Right, now let's move on to the other red team.
No point. There's nothing. Literally, nothing's happened.
Literally, there's been no game for Arsenal the last week, and there's nothing.
No news.
Off the pitch. So instead of talking about a club who doesn't do anything, we're going to talk about Chelsea instead, and the fact that Jose Mourinho has just been sacked by Roma.
That's an awful segue. What does that have to do with Chelsea?
It's a rough link, but you know what? If you were less boring and actually did something as a club, maybe we'd have something to talk about.
Sorry. Let me just text Mikel Arteta and ask him to do something.
Yeah, please do. Oh god, yeah, no. Jose has been sacked by Roma, and already fans are clamouring for moves. So I've seen some Chelsea fans ask for him to come back on Twitter. Yeah, I've even bear with me with this one. I've even seen some Man United fans ask for him to come back.
Right.
And that's how bad it is at the moment with United, to bring it full circle.
To be fair, anyone's better than Johnny Sins right now, honestly.
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
Speaking of, oh my God, Sancho for Dortmund as well.
Yes, got an assist on his
first game back on assist. And was it someone from Dortmund said there were never any disciplinary issues while he was at Dortmund.
Mate, I can find reports where he's been late for Dortmund training before.
Yeah.
It's his lateness. That's the problem. They just define it differently. Yeah. He's late forever. He was late for his medical, for fuck's sake. He didn't turn up on time for his medical at Dortmund. Like, he's a lazy player, and Ten Hag doesn't like that. It's the same reason why he got rid of Noah Lang at the academy, and he ended up doing well for Bruges and breaking into the Netherlands team.
I just want Sancho to get. I just want Sancho to ball out in Bundesliga. Just to make Ten Hag look stupid. It'll be really funny.
Because Terzic knows that he needs players to perform massively for him to keep his job because he's not a good manager.
He's probably gonna get sacked soon, I reckon.
Well, they stuck by him, and I don't think that's a good idea, but we'll get into that another day. But the point being is that he just wants players to ball out. So he will just ball out. He'll keep playing. He won't care that he's late. And it's enforcing bad behaviour, actually, if I'm honest. And I think Ten Hag's tried to help him and try and make him sort himself out, but he's decided he's given up and he's just stop him from playing, farm him out on loan until we sell him, which is a shame because I wanted him to play for us because I wanted him to score against Man City in the Champions League final and make them just kind of disorganise as a club, break apart, as an ex-academy boy of theirs. So but that's a whole other.
Back to Mourinho.
Yes. Where do we think he's off to, boys? What's our predictions for his next move?
International football.
Do you reckon
Portugal manager? I'll back it for fun, vibes, storytelling.
I'd love to see that, but
just out of interest, just out of interest.
Martinez is doing well with Portugal,
but where else
I don't rate him at all. Martinez, but that's another.
But to be fair, no, I'm looking at the Serie A table. I think Mourinho's sacking's a bit unfair. Even don't get me wrong, Roma are ninth, and I don't know a lot about Italian football, but even though they're ninth, they're 5 points behind Fiorentina in fourth.
Yeah,
they're 5 points of Champions League football.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So I think
far off.
Unless it's due to issues in other places, because Mourinho does get sent off quite a few times. He got sent off twice in the week, last week, something like that.
Yeah, he did. I mean, it's not that, I don't think, because I think his contract was due to be up in the summer anyway, so he was already going to leave. It was just now or then. And he has the worst points per game of any Roma manager with recent history, apparently.
Oh, according to an Italian source, there was a heated argument between Mourinho and board. That was a big argument.
Right. Yeah.
It's probably because of the lack of funding, I can imagine.
That sounds about right. I mean, they've had to sell. They sold Zaniolo, didn't they?
Yeah. Seeing here, Roma must generate 60 million euros in gains by June 30th.
Yeah. So they're in the hub. They're in the bin. But they brought back Daniele De Rossi to kind of take over. So I think he'll end up doing a decent job. I don't know how good, but we'll see what happens. In terms of my prediction for Mourinho, it would be a rogue shout, and it would be weird to happen so soon. But it might end up being as a man who loves to win trophies.
Piss off! It's not England. It won't be England.
It could end up being a really good move. Lloyd, is that really that bad a shout?
I don't think it's necessarily a terrible shout. I don't see it until after the next tournament, if that was to happen. I mean, it depends if you want to come back to the Premier League, because it's quite interesting, because you look at Newcastle United and you look at Eddie Howe and you think, well, I'd still stick by Eddie Howe because I think he's a good manager. But you think, how long are they gonna, stick by him until the results get better? And they'll want a winner, a person who knows how to win trophies. Not many people do it better than Mourinho at winning trophies, even still now.
Is that what they want, or do they want to grow as a team and get themselves consistently Champions League?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. It depends about their patience, how patient they're going to be with Howe. Because I'd be patient because of what he's done over the past year and a bit. So
I've got a shout. I've got two shouts. I reckon. To be fair, this team have only just got a new manager in December, so I don't think it'll be them. But 17th place relegation threat Sevilla.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Or 15th place in La Liga, Villarreal. Two underperforming European regulars.
Yeah,
he could.
Why not? Why not? I say.
We'll see what. With the Purple Show, we've got myself, Dan, Tom, and Carlos, and Dan and Tom are Chelsea fans, so they've experienced Mourinho, and I've experienced Mourinho, obviously.
Actually, I'll put in the group chat. I'll see if Carlos would like.
See if Carlos is a Sevilla fan. Imagine if he went to the third club. Like, that would be such a mad prediction. Like, so weird. I don't know if he'd enjoy it though. I think Sevilla are kind of in the bin, and Mourinho. I mean, they are progressing in the Copa del Rey. They could end up winning they could win a Copa del Rey and then go down to the Segunda Division. Go down and be in it.
It'd be like Wigan.
All right, let's see what Carlos says.
Yeah, so at some point we'll come back to that when
if he replies.
Yeah, if he replies at some point during the show, we'll see what happens. But let's move on to section number 2 of the show, this week we're going to talk about our initial Premier League predictions that we all made
Oh.
individually at the start of the year. Have a look at where they are now, and then have a look at where we predict them to finish after this kind of first set of fixtures, this first almost half of the season. So, who wants to go first? Lloyd, Heli, how are we feeling? Who wants to?
I'm happy to go first.
Go on then, Heli. Tell us what you got.
Okay, I'm going to say this quite quickly. Slow me down if you've got any questions. I'm going to go from first place to last place.
Okay,
right.
Cool.
City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs, Newcastle, United, Brighton, Villa, Chelsea, West Ham, Fulham, Palace, Wolves, Bournemouth, Brentford, Burnley, Everton, Forest, Sheffield United, Luton.
Oh, so these are your initial predictions, right? These are your ones.
Yeah. This is like first.
So who did you have going down? Sorry,
Luton, Sheffield United, and Forest.
Right.
That's a bold shout with Forest. I mean, now it makes a little bit more sense given the situation. But at the start of the season, I wouldn't have thought they'd be that up for. There might be a relegation battle, but I didn't think they'd be like going down at all.
To be fair, in that area from like 18th to 15th or 18th to 14th, for me, it could be any one of those. Any one of Bournemouth, Brentford, Burnley, Everton, Forest could have gone down. So I just happen to choose Forest.
That's fair enough. And who were your top? Was it six? Yeah, top six again.
Okay, so sixth I got Man United, fifth I got Newcastle, fourth Spurs, third Liverpool, second Arsenal, first City.
Okay, the Arsenal shout makes sense because there's actually reason for you to put them second because they did good well last season. And then what was it? Who was it? Man United in sixth. Yeah, I mean it's a little bit biased. I know it's a little bit biased because you guys don't like United, but for me, right, if you didn't forget about this half of the season, this first half of the season, think about where we were at the end of last season: 2 finals, a European semi-final, and finishing the top 4 of the Premier League. You would have thought we'd kick on from there. I mean, we'll talk about my predictions in a second, but it's a fair shout. I mean, did Newcastle make your top 4? I was going to ask. Fifth, yeah. I the exact same. European football. Yeah. It messes people up. It really does. Lloyd, why don't you walk us through yours?
Right. So I had to be a bit biased with my first pick. So I went for Liverpool, obviously, at the start of the season because I saw the end of the season form and I was like, this is going really well. Losing 10. Manchester City, Arsenal, Tottenham, Manchester United, Chelsea, Newcastle United, Aston Villa, Brighton, West Ham, Brentford, Everton, Wolves, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest, Fulham, Burnley, Sheffield United, Luton.
Yeah, all three promoted clubs to go back down. It's a fair shout.
Yeah,
I mean, I had a bit of hope for Burnley. I'm not going to lie. I'll tell you guys in a second, but it's a fair shout. And who's your top 6 again?
Top 6. I went Liverpool, Manchester City. I went Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, Man United, Chelsea. Sorry.
Man United, Chelsea. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, both Man United and Chelsea have underperformed this season, so we're all going to put them a little bit too high.
I don't get what you saw in Chelsea to put them that high. For me, the return of Nkunku is their only shining light in my opinion.
But like when I watch Chelsea, and I still stick by when I watch Chelsea, I just see something with Poch, but sometimes he's just playing these players in these random positions. I'm like, why are you playing this person? Why are you playing even against Middlesbrough, he had Cole Palmer playing up top. That is just bizarre.
Well, that's
why they lost.
But yeah, I do see something with him. I do see something still. I do think they'll come good. They need a bit more time because I think they're creating the chances. They don't finish them, and that's been a problem since Potter came in. So it's been well over a year now.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I had hope for Chelsea as well. I'll go for it now because it's my turn. But I had City winning the league because it's hard to ignore, if I'm honest. Although it probably will get stripped when their titles are stripped at the end of this whole charges thing. So I don't care. I had United finishing second because I thought we'd push on, but we haven't. So that's fair enough. Arsenal finished third. I had Chelsea in fourth. And the main reason I had Chelsea in fourth is because they have no European football this year. And I think that having European football when you haven't in a long time, or not having European football when you've been on a kind of bad stretch of form, is a big changer because you haven't got that fixture congestion. You don't have to worry about as many injuries. So I really thought people like Liverpool and maybe ourselves wouldn't perform, and Newcastle as well, have been their first season back in the Champions League. I thought Chelsea would kind of push on and get that fourth spot. Obviously, they're falling apart around us, which is really funny and really look good to see. But yeah, fourth for Chelsea. Newcastle in fifth, Liverpool in sixth. Villa in seventh. I knew they'd finished quite high up there. I didn't think they'd be this high, but they are seventh. Spurs eighth. I really didn't know what to think of Ange, and I thought they'd probably finish eighth.
No, I was excited.
No one saw this coming.
I was excited though. I was excited. Like I saw him with Celtic. I was like, no Harry Kane. As good as he is, I thought, yeah, I don't know. I just felt something with Tottenham. I thought it was going to click this season.
Also, Carlos has replied. Carlos has replied.
What does he say?
He said absolutely. He would take Mourinho out of Sevilla. Absolutely.
Yeah, that is a fair shout. Yeah, he could. But Sevilla couldn't afford him. To be fair,
they went on a tangent about him signing for Everton as well. Dyche Mourinho link up at Everton.
Oh for God's sake! I think we've also seen a shout for Wolves in there as well from
and Leon. Leon has a shout as well in the group chat.
Leon are starting to pick it back up again. They were in the relegation zone. I think they've just about managed to force their way out now. That's a club falling apart around itself as well. So we'll come back to Leon another day. So ninth, I had Brighton, and then I had a couple of rogue shouts in 10th, Fulham, 11th, Brentford. Those were not good predictions in the slightest. I had Palace in 12th. I had Forest in 13th. I really thought, who was it? Steve Cooper was a decent manager. I really thought he could do something with this team. Good signings as well. Lots of depth brought in, but no, not really worked out. I had Burnley 14th. Of all the private sides,
really,
the company with their style of football, I thought they could do it.
Yeah.
No. I had West Ham. I had West Ham 15th. Based on their performances last season, in all fairness. I had Bournemouth in 16th, Wolves 17th, Everton 18th, Luton 19th, Sheffield United 20th. All three of those to go down.
Right.
Any questions, boys?
It's just Burnley so high up.
No, I want to know Liverpool's sixth. What?
Actually, yeah, true. Actually, hold on.
I want to know Liverpool's sixth.
No UCL.
No
comeback.
I don't see it. I'm not going to lie. I mean, last season, what was it? 5th. I thought they'd be around the same place, and I saw a lot of other teams really kick on. I thought like Newcastle obviously finished in the top 3 last year. Excuse me. Then Chelsea, of course, no European football, that boost. Arsenal obviously not dropping off, improving with Declan Rice. United having a great season and thought they could kick on with a couple of really good signings. And then City being City. I just thought there was too many good teams to put Liverpool up there, especially when you are lacking a holding midfielder. You are so lacking a DM so badly. But yeah, no, to be in all credit to you, I was very wrong with that prediction. So the current table, just in case you weren't aware, was Liverpool in first, Man City second, Villa third, Arsenal fourth, Tottenham fifth, West Ham sixth, Man United seventh, Brighton eighth, Chelsea ninth, Newcastle 10th, Wolves 11th, Bournemouth 12th, Fulham 13th, Crystal Palace 14th, Nottingham Forest 15th, Brentford 16th, Everton 17th, Luton 18th, Burnley 19th, and finally Sheffield United in 20th place. So there's a couple of rogue shouts, especially from mine. Like West Ham was the biggest mistake for me. I really didn't know, given they were still in Europe this year, I didn't think they would be able to cope with it. But they are doing really, really well, and it looks like they're going to get another European spot next year, which will be like 3rd season in a row, which is mental. And then people like Brentford dropping off, Burnley dropping off, and then Wolves 11th. Well, I thought they'd be just about go down. They're looking solidly mid-table. So, some rogue shouts from us there, but I think we've kind of done okay. So to finish up the segment, we have made new predictions. Obviously, they're going out to you guys on the internet of what we think it's going to finish like. So who went first last time? I think Heli went first last time. So Lloyd, why don't you go first this time?
Hang on, sorry, it just lagged. Anyway,
no worries.
It would be. So, are we going? Should we go 20th to first or first to 20th? What are we thinking?
Should we go 20th to first? Let's do that.
Let's go 20th to first.
Who are your relegation 3 teams?
Right, I've gone Sheffield United bottom because I think they're just terrible. I've gone Nottingham Forest and Everton because I'm expecting a points deduction again and a big points deduction. Luton Town, I've gone 17th. Burnley 16th. Fulham and Crystal Palace just above them. Then I've gone for Brentford and Wolves. I've gone West Ham 11th because I feel like they're overachieving and I think they're going to have a bit of an interesting second half of the season. Bournemouth 10th because I really do rate Iraola and what he's doing. You're not going to like this, Henry. I've got Manchester United 9th.
I mean, that is...
really?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Because whenever I watch Manchester United, I don't get... Like last season, there were times when you watch Manchester United, I thought, oh yeah, they played really well today. You know, they deserve to get a win. They've done really... I can't probably name you more than 5 or 6 times when I thought that this season, when I've watched them.
Hoyland's back in now.
Hoyland's got 2 and 3. Yes,
golden boot chase. What's this?
We will talk about Man United in a minute when I make my predictions. I disagree with that entirely. But
I've got Newcastle 8th. I just feel like, they might stabilise, but I don't think they're going to have as good a season. I've gone Brighton 7th. Really do like De Zerbi and what he's doing, and I know they're still in the Europa League, but I feel like they'll be able to manage that. I've got Chelsea 6th because I back Poch still. I still think he'll do well. Tottenham just to miss out on top 4, and I've got Aston Villa 4th, Arsenal 3rd, Manchester City 2nd, and then Liverpool winning it because I've got to be biased.
Yeah, I was expecting this. In all fairness, I was expecting the bias. We'll talk about. We'll compare our predictions in a second. I'm going to go through mine. So I also have Sheffield United finishing bottom. I think they're awful. Now I think Burnley are going to finish 19th. I think they are not going to push on in the slightest. I think they're going to stay 19th. I have Everton going down in 18th. I've said this from the start of the season, and I'm going to stick by it. Even before they had the points deductions, I thought they were going to go down, and I stick by it now. They've got the 2 points deductions. I don't see them coming back from it. 18th. Forest in 17th, just missing out on relegation. I think again that point deduction is going to push them, but I think Everton are the ones that are going to go down. Luton in 16th. I think they have shown enough to drive momentum and getting big points, especially against the bigger teams, that I think they've got enough to scrape a 16th place and stay up the season, which at the start of the season I don't think anyone predicted. But now, with the points deductions and everything like that, and the form that they seem to be able to have, like they're able to play their football really well, and Barkley picking up form, I think 16th is a good place. 15th Fulham, they seem to be capitulating a little bit, and they need some improvement in that squad. A lot of aging older players who just aren't performing. Palace in 14th, Wolves in 13th. I don't rate that team at all, really. Lose a couple of big players like Cunha, and I don't think they've got anything left. I think they're being picked apart. They're also up for a point deduction potentially at some point during the season. They're not far off it. I put Brentford back up into 12th. Yeah, because Ivan Toney's now back. So he's going to bag for them. And he's going to get them back up into solid mid-table security. 11th Bournemouth, 10th Newcastle United. I think they stay exactly where they are right now. They haven't got Tonali back. They haven't looked like they're going to... They said they were going to invest in January. They haven't done. It's the 17th now. So I don't think they're going to make any signings because none of the people they're linked with is going to work out. So they stay 10th. You had United in 9th. Yeah. I had Chelsea in 9th. So it's a bit of a swap there. Chelsea, I don't see them pushing on without further transfers, and I don't think that happens until the summer. So I think it's just a bit of a throwaway season now, and they're going to stop caring, which they did back when they sacked Mourinho in the first place. 8th, I've gone West Ham. Where are they now? They are 6th. I think it's about the same. Drop a couple of positions because I think there are some stronger teams in there. But again, they're going to have a European campaign to worry about as well with the Europa League. They could win that. So they're going to have that to kind of contend with. 7th, Brighton, where they are now, pretty simple. Stay 7th, really. Might just about squeeze European football depending on how the placements go. 6th, I've got Man United, so a complete swap with your Chelsea shout. Our big players are coming back now. Martinez is back. Casemiro is pretty much back. Luke Shaw's pretty much back. Mount is pretty much back. And we're going to see some people leave in January as well. And hopefully it means Scott McTominay plays less. And it means Lindelof doesn't play at all, hopefully. Martial doesn't play at all. And that front three is starting to find form. Rashford's got a goal. Højlund's got a goal in the system in the last game. I think it's starting to pick up. Garnacho got a couple of has really been on form the last few games with a couple of assists here and there. So I think the worst performing attack is going to improve, and the midfield and the defence is also going to improve because of the return of injured players. So Mount, I think we're going to see Casemiro, Mainu, and Bruno in the midfield, which is going to be sick. So I think we'll push back up to sixth. I think solid as we can expect for this season. I think. Fifth, you're not going to like this, Heli. I've gone Arsenal. Because I was considering Arsenal or Tottenham for that fourth spot. And because Tottenham were top at the start of the season and their injured players are now back, again, injuries. Now that their players are coming back, Maddison's almost back, their entire defence is back other than Van de Ven. I see them getting quite strong again under Ange. I think they're going to kick on and push that fourth spot. Third, Liverpool. I think they're going to drop off. I think City are going to find form.
What about fourth?
Sorry, fourth is Tottenham. Tottenham is just.
My bad.
So fifth, Arsenal. Fourth, Tottenham. I think they just about clinch it with their players back, unless I don't know, Madison breaks his leg or something. Third, Liverpool. I think they drop off from where they are now. I don't see them winning the league without a DM. They can't. I think they've got some good players in there, but their squad isn't quite right yet. Isn't quite ready. Second, Aston Villa. I have picked them to get second. I think this is their season, their piece de resistance season. They get that second place, they get Champions League football, and then they go back to being kind of mid-table team. Go back down to 10th or something next season.
So you think this is their not quite Leicester year?
Pretty much, yeah.
Leicester but bottle it.
Leicester but bottle it, exactly. I don't think they're never.
They won't bottle it. No matter what happens, they won't bottle it.
They're never going to be top. They can't bottle it. They can't bottle it because they're never going to be top, but they will. I think they'll be solidly second. Other teams will kind of come in and up and down around them, and then first, Man City will pull it back, won't they? Annoyingly, they will pull it back. So it's annoying to predict it, but I think it's going to happen. So I might as well just say it and be realistic with it. But that's my team. Any questions off the bat there, boys?
To be fair, I actually quite agree with my team.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I hear it.
Why don't you tell us yours then, Heli, and we'll round out the section.
Well, to be fair, I think my table was like a combination of yours, both of yours, and you've both said everything that I needed to say. So I was going to fly through these. 20th, Sheffield United, obviously. 19th, Burnley. 18th, Forest. Their point deduction, if it goes through, literally won't save them. 17th, Luton, because I think they got it in them. And also, if they win their game in hand, they're 17th already. So
anyway, yeah, exactly.
Everton, Sean Dyche will do a madness. He'll keep them up. 15th, Brentford. 14th, Wolves. 13th, Fulham. 12th, Palace, because Palace are made for 12th. 11th, Bournemouth. I think they're going to do well. 10th, Chelsea. I don't think they'll do anything. 10th for Chelsea.
Yep.
9th, West Ham. 8th, Brighton. 7th, Newcastle. Okay. These next 5 teams, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd. It could be, for me, I can decide. It could be a mixture of any of these, like any formation. So for 6th, I've got Man United.
Yeah, fair.
5th, Villa. 4th, Spurs. 3rd, Arsenal. 2nd, Liverpool. 1st, City. I think City will run away with it, then it's Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs, Villa, Man United battling.
The fact that you've included us in that battle is good praise. I will take that. I will, based on the start of the season, I will take that and run with it. I mean, the only thing I kind of noticed there from that list is that Brentford was quite low for you. Where did you put them?
Yeah.
16th? I think
it will take time for. Don't get me wrong. I think Tony will bring them back up. I think they will, but I think it'll just take a bit of time for Tony to work his magic.
Phillips' form's been good. I mean, Tony coming back and adding more goals. I mean, if you look at the table, kind of at the moment and how they've been performing, where are we? Brentford. It's 26 goals, 31 goals conceded. So teams around them, it does look like to push on and kind of hit that kind of heights in Newcastle and Chelsea. They are missing those goals.
Yeah.
With Fulham, Bournemouth, Wolves, and Newcastle all shipping more goals than Brentford this season. So the defence is not the problem. No, it is the goals. Flecken
is an issue.
Flecken is an issue. He's objectively, he's not even like opinion. He's objectively the worst keeper in the league.
Which is what I said. Everyone disagreed with me, but there you go. They should. Raya was better at Brentford. Raya should never have left Brentford. He would have been better, and
How
Arsenal
about that?
could do better with Ramsdale. So that's a bad move. But yeah, Flecken could do with replacing, but I don't think that's going to happen now until the summer. So Tony adding those goals, I think, pushes them back up the table enough. They do need to invest in a goalkeeper and a couple of other people, but I think for right now, that instant burst of goals wins them games. Because if you look at the last 5 games, 3-1 against Palace, 4-1 against Wolves, 2-1 against Villa, 1-0 against Sheffield United, and then 2-1 to Brighton. You can see what's missing. One goal, 2 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals in 5 games is not good enough. No, let's be honest. So, and also think that leadership, that confidence that he brings will help them as well, get other players firing. So we'll see what happens, but I think they push back up the table. I think they kind of push on, and I'm happy to agree that we both agree about Bournemouth finishing 11th.
I think Bournemouth, what they're doing right now is unbelievable.
Yeah,
this season, I think they're so good.
No one thought that they would stay. Everyone thought they'd be in a relegation battle. Not everyone thought they'd go down, but everyone thought they'd be in a relegation battle. But they're picking up wins against the likes of Fulham and Sheffield United, and they brought a win against Newcastle. They beat us, annoyingly. Forest, they're beating. Palace, they're beating. They're getting a lot of wins. They got dicked by Man City. It is City, and Doku had a masterclass.
If Bournemouth carries on this form, right, Solanke goes on the plane.
I don't mind that shout because Tony's not fit. Watkins is a shout.
Kane, Watkins, Solanke are my 3 strikers that are going.
If you pick 3 strikers, I think
it's a 26-man squad this time. So yeah, surely.
Oh yeah, no, it is, isn't it? So you can afford to have 3 strikers. Yeah, you're
right.
So
Solanke, Watkins, Kane are my 3.
Yeah, you'd probably pick for those 3.
Yeah, I do agree. That is a shout. Tavernier's not far off it either. I don't think. Tavernier is not far. I don't think he goes, but I think it's close.
No, I haven't heard anyone speak about him at all. He's been really good for them.
So do you remember great as well?
Do you remember that season where Bournemouth finished 9th with Eddie Howe?
Oh yes,
I think they can very well recreate it and go further. Maybe
had Ryan Fraser doing.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
With the assists.
Yeah, I think Bournemouth can, if they keep their best players, which is very hard to do. If they keep the best players and maybe just add a bit here and there, I can see them pushing on.
Yeah, I can see them pushing on as well. I don't see them pushing on this season. I think they finish.
No, not this season. No. Next season or season after.
Yeah, but they've got lots of young players as well. So, they've got Kirkes at left back, who's 20. They've got people like Chris Metham, who's there an old player in the squad. He's only 26. They've got some Max Aarons and Senesi's a bit older, and Zabani's was a wonder kid. Traore, the winger, is there. They've got Alex Scott, the football manager wonder kid in that team.
So can I make an observation quickly? really quickly? I don't know if it's just me, because I could be very wrong here, but from what I'm seeing, as football progresses, in this day and age, aren't just the average age of a footballer much younger?
Yeah, I do agree. The
average age of a footballer is all these teams are. The average age is always going down every season, apart from maybe Luton. Even Luton's got quite a young squad.
Yeah, there's a couple of
every team has a relatively young squad. The average age of a footballer is going down. I thought that's quite interesting.
Let me have a quick look. Average age Prem teams, because I reckon Fulham are quite far down the bottom. They're a team that are quite young.
Footballers are hitting their not peak, but footballers are hitting their peak. They're hitting their peak a lot earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fulham are bottom with an average age of 29. Tim Ream and Willian are starting. Raul Jimenez is 32. Then it's West Ham. Then Palace. Newcastle, weirdly enough, are 17th. Then Everton. Villa are after that. Then Liverpool are 14th in terms of age. Luton Town 13th. Man United 12th. Ericsson being a big part of that. Brighton, weirdly enough, are 11th, mainly because of James Milner.
I was going to say, really, I thought they'd be a lot younger.
That's what I was
thinking. Milner, Lallana.
Yeah. Wolves are a lot higher now. They're up in 10th, mainly because they got rid of João Moutinho and Raul Jimenez, sorry. Brentford are 9th, then Manchester City, then Sheffield United, then Nottingham Forest, then Bournemouth, then Tottenham, Arsenal are 3rd, Burnley are 2nd. Imagine how mad that is. How many old players they used to have, like Ben Mee and Tarkowski.
Sean Dyche is somewhere punching the air right now.
Oh, yeah. And Chelsea are 1st.
Yeah, no, I thought that was quite interesting how footballers are the average age is getting younger and younger.
It is.
It is mad.
I'm starting
Like,
to think I might make it now.
Oh. Oh, no.
Mate, you're right.
No, no.
Ah.
No.
Yeah, so I think those are good predictions. There are a few weird shouts in there, but we'll see what happens at the end of the season. See who's right and see who's massively wrong.
Yeah.
So let's move into the third and final section of our show today, and that is our quiz section. So Heli,
Hey.
take it away.
We're going back to a Red Show classic. We're going back to the knockout stages. For those at home who don't know how it works, or in case one of you two forgotten, I give you a topic. We go back every year, give an answer. You got 3 lives each. You don't move on to the next year until you've given the correct answer.
All right.
You good?
Yeah.
All good?
Good's a strong word.
Well, today's topic is Premier League Golden Boot winners.
Oof.
Oh,
that's horrible.
And here's the thing, right? Some years have multiple winners.
do we have to
Alright.
name all the different winners?
So if you name one of them, it goes on to the next person, but you don't move on a year until you both all names are said.
Fine.
Will you tell us who it is? Will you tell us if there's multiple people winning it?
Okay, yeah. When we get on the year where multiple people have won it, wait, 1, 2, 2. But there's only 3 years where multiple people won it.
Right.
I've gone back from last season all the way down to the turn of the millennium, 1999-2000 season.
I don't think I'm gonna get that far.
Yeah, neither do I. But I mean, I did it just in case.
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd get back to Porto winning the Champions League, but you did. So
Yeah, this could be rogue. This could be
right.
rogue.
So Henry, I'll give you the advantage. Actually, I'll let you go first. Who was last year's? Who was
Erling
last
Haaland.
year's? Erling Haaland. Well done. Okay, 21-22. There are 2 winners.
There's two winners.
There are 2 winners for 21-22. Lloyd, you just have to name one, and Henry has to name the other.
right.
And move on.
Son.
Son is one, correct. Henry, who was the other?
How is that the one you remembered? Mo Salah, come on.
There we go. All right, Lloyd, back to you. 2020-21.
2020-21. Oh my gosh, who even won the league that year? I can't even remember.
Who do you think, mate?
Right, City.
It wasn't a City player because they didn't score that many.
No.
They didn't have
No,
one player who scored that many goals.
I'm thinking Harry Kane. I'll say Kane.
Henry, 2019-20, COVID season.
Oh, I remember this. This was the last great venture of one Jamie Vardy. This was the last time he was good, so I'm going to go him.
All right, 2018-19, Lloyd. There are 3 winners.
3 winners. Oh,
What?
right.
This is a bit of an obvious one. Go on.
Salah.
Okay, correct. Henry, name another one.
Mane?
Correct. Lloyd, who's the third?
Aubameyang.
Correct. Henry, 17-18 season.
Sake. Salah again.
Yep, he broke the record that season. 32 goals.
Oh my gosh, who
Yeah.
even won this one?
Lloyd, 2016-17.
I want to say Kane. I'm going to say Kane.
Henry, 15-16. Leicester won the league. Who was
Kane
top?
again. It was Kane again.
Correct. 14-15, Lloyd.
Oh, I'm stuck between 2 here.
What are the 2? Go on, tell us the 2.
Aguero or Diego Costa?
Did Diego Costa ever win one?
I don't know.
He did, didn't he? Like it has to be now.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, but I don't know
He
whether
definitely won
Aguero
it.
won it that year. I'll say Costa. Let's say Costa.
You'll say
because
Costa.
he won the league.
See, I've gotten down Aguero.
So
to be
it is.
honest with you, mate.
So it's going to be Aguero. then.
So, yeah, I
So,
think it is
yeah.
Aguero, mate.
Ah,
I think-
50-50.
Well, I'm going to vote Aguero for that one.
Well, yeah.
That's what telling me.
I forgot what I wanted to say. One minute.
no, that's not
Let me
good,
just
that's not
double
good.
check. Let me just double check.
Ah,
I'm pretty
Diego
sure when
Costa never win one then.
I researched
can't
it and it
have
said
done.
Aguero, but
He can't have
But-
done.
no, but I researched said Aguero won it, but I do remember Costa. No, it was Aguero. Sorry, I
Yeah,
just gave
no, it's not
Henry the
Costa.
answer. Sorry.
No. Yeah, it's not Costa.
Oh, so Henry, who's 2014-15?
He never won it. Oh, sorry. What year?
2014-15.
The
The one we're
So-
still on.
Don't tell him that.
Oh, Aguero. Sorry.
Thank you.
Aguero.
All right, cool.
I did always
All right.
say it. I already
I
voted
know.
Aguero.
All right, Lloyd, 13-14. Sorry, I didn't mean to screw you over.
That's all right. That's fine. Suarez.
Well done. 2012-13. Henry.
Oh, that was the year. That's the year. That was Robin van Persie.
Correct. Lloyd, 2011-12.
Aguero?
Nope.
No.
It's still you, Lloyd. It's still on
I
you.
was not Aguero.
You've got 1 life left.
I've got 1 life left. This is terrible. I don't know my Golden Boot winners. If it's not Aguero, Rooney?
Is that your final answer?
That's going to have to be my final answer. I don't know.
Incorrect.
No, who won it then? Tell me.
Henry.
Right. So, fun fact: Wayne Rooney never won it.
He never
And
won a
it's-
Golden Boot.
He never won a Golden Boot. Weirdly enough, and
wow.
you would have thought he would have done. Now, I know the answers to this question.
Henry, get it right and you win. Then we'll just carry on going through the rest of the list just for fun.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. No,
I know who it is because somebody won it for one team and then went on and won it for another team. So I know it's Robin van Persie because this is what made him buy us. Made us buy him. Sorry, I said it right. But yeah,
Henry,
Robin van
you
Persie.
have just made history, my friend.
Well done.
This is the first time you've won a game show.
Oh, thank God that the 7-0 is not going to happen.
Ah.
I know
It was
who gives
5-1 or
shit.
6. It was either 5-1 or 6-1.
I think it's 5-1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I no longer give a shit. I can lose the rest of them. I don't care.
And it's
I'm doing
all
7-0.
because I gave Henry an answer by accident.
no, he still would have won anyway. I think that was pretty cool.
Would you know what? Would you never would have guessed Van Persie?
Well, I think he would have been my next guess after Rooney.
So I did.
Yeah. I know what
Okay.
you're thinking. Rooney and Costa, you would have thought won one because they were both.
Yeah, no.
prolific
Yeah,
goal
you would have
scorers, but
thought
they never
that.
did.
No, when you said Costa, I was like, I remember Costa scoring so many goals. How?
But
Let me
he
just
can't have
double
been-
check this.
No, yeah.
I think he was
Good.
top halfway through back in the 2017 season, but he never
Ah.
actually won it.
It was
Who
one,
won it
one of the
2017?
seasons where Chelsea won the league.
Yeah.
The Harry Kane season. Harry
Mm.
Kane won it, but at halfway through the season, the top goal scorers were Costa, Ibra, Sanchez, Aguero, and Lukaku.
Yeah.
And then Kane
Mm.
won and won it somehow.
Right, do you boys want to carry on just for fun?
It's up to you, mate.
Quite happy to.
Right, go on, Lloyd. There are two winners for 2011, 2010 and 11.
10-11. Oh
There
my
was
god.
two
To be fair,
winners.
these two players are. I don't know.
You don't know.
It's a difficult one.
So
I will because the game's already over. I will give you clues if you need them.
right,
Go on
okay. 10-11. Who won the league in 2011? Was it Man? It was Man United.
Do you
It
two
was
want to
Man
work
United,
together
yeah.
instead of? Do you two want to work together instead of competing? Because
Yeah,
the
that's
game's
a good
already
idea.
over.
Yeah, that's a
'cause
good
it's
idea.
Bit of fun. I like working with you, Lloyd. Like, I don't want
Yeah.
to be competing against you.
No.
So let me know when you want your first clue.
It was Man United,
Yeah.
Hmm.
and it was Man City. I think was the runner-up. So I feel like we go with those two teams.
Yeah, but did Aguero Aguero wasn't there at that point, was he?
I don't think he'd come to the league at that point. No,
So Tevez?
Tevez would be my shout. Yeah, I'd go Tevez.
Okay, Tevez is one of them.
Right.
So a Man United player. It wasn't Rooney. It wasn't Ronaldo. It wasn't.
Well, Ronaldo
Tevez
left
had
at that
gone.
point.
Tevez had left by that point. Oh, it was the Burb. Surely it was Berbatov.
Yep, and it was Berbatov.
Oh, it was Berbatov. Wow.
Was it? I
2010?
knew he was our goal scorer back then. I remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I do remember
Right.
that.
09-10.
Who won it in 9-10?
Was it Chelsea?
That was the Chelsea year, wasn't it? I'm thinking the same thing.
What, Drogba?
Must be then. If it's Chelsea, it's got to be Drogba.
Yeah, they're right. Yeah, correct. It was Drogba.
Right.
2008-09.
I'd go Drogba again because I'm pretty sure Chelsea won it back to back.
Anything, Lloyd?
I don't know. Honestly, my mind's blank.
Okay, well,
Let's go-
it's not Drogba.
It's not Drogba.
Okay, give us a clue then, because I've got no idea.
He has played for Chelsea. I think he was at Chelsea at this point.
He won it for
Right.
Chelsea.
I think so. Yes.
Okay. Who else did Chelsea have at that point?
Lampard?
You could be Lampard. Was Hazard there by that point?
What? I don't know.
What?
It's too early for the Hazard.
You say what? Torres?
Oh, no, he never won the Golden Boot. He was always Liverpool, wasn't he?
Torres was at Liverpool at this point.
Yeah, I know he was at Liverpool at this point, but you said he was at Chelsea at one.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, true. Well, it's not
No,
Torres.
he-
There you go. That's a free. Do
He said he was.
you want another?
Chelsea
Do you want
when
another
he
clue?
won it.
Do you
He
want
was
another clue?
at Chelsea. Yeah, go
Do
on.
you want
then.
another clue? He's French.
Oh, for the love of God, who was this?
Oh,
Frank-
Anelka.
There we are.
idea.
07-08.
That was a United year. Oh, I think was that Portsmouth. Was that Portsmouth? When was that? Hang on.
I was thinking of what you meant then, and I realised what you meant. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, stop typing.
I want to know when it was. I just want to know
No,
when it was.
stop typing.
But it's Ronaldo, isn't it? Did Ronaldo won a golden
Disgusting
boot, right?
behaviour.
We'll vote. Yeah, we'll vote Ronaldo. It's 2008.
Well, it's Ronaldo, but no more typing.
That was the Portsmouth year. Sorry, no, I had to jump and check it.
0607.
Oh my gosh.
Was that another Chelsea year?
Henry, you were like 15 at this time, weren't you?
I'm not that old. You
Oh
fucking-
wow. Wow.
No, I was 6.
I mean, sorry, yeah, carry on. 0607.
0607. Who was 0607?
It was another Chelsea year, I think.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think who would win the golden boot in 0607.
There's only one man I can think of.
Who's that? What?
Drogba again. It must
Drogba
be,
again.
surely.
Did Drogba win?
He won. He
Did
won more than one.
Right, so
I
go
swear he
Drogba
won.
then.
Yeah,
go Drogba.
yeah, it is Drogba. 0506.
Oh wow.
We're entering Invincible era.
Yeah,
Is it time to talk about a certain Arsenal?
I've got a very good clue.
Was Henry still there?
I've got a very good clue
Go
to
for
help
it.
you with this. The best ever player not to win the Ballon d'Or, in my opinion.
That's Henry
Oh,
then,
for the love of God. Yeah, I
Oh.
mean, we're not getting into that debate today because we could be here for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Henry, I'll
Henry.
answer it on
0405.
I want to say Henry again. I'm looking into his eyes.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, Henry again. 0304, Invincible season.
Henry again.
Henry again?
Wow, three golden boots in a row. Wow, how do you not win a Ballon d'Or? Anyway, 2002-03.
Oh God, what was that? Was that Van Nistelrooy? There's that. It was a Man United year. I remember that. But was it Rude?
Is that your answer?
Yeah, I'm going to vote Van Nistelrooy. Lloyd,
2001 and 2.
Oh. 2001 and 2.
Oh, I wasn't even born at this point.
No.
I think only Henry was out of us. We were born at that point. Well, alive at that point.
0102. Oh, what year did Michael Owen win a golden boot? Because I swear he won one, didn't he? Did he win a golden boot? Or is that a conspiracy theory?
Conspiracy.
If it was going to happen, it would have been about now.
Yeah.
I would have thought. Or would it? Was it earlier than that? I don't know.
I don't know. No,
Okay, when it comes to Michael Owen, he won the Ballon d'Or in 2001. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Oh, no, he won the Ballon d'Or, but he didn't ever get more than 20 Premier League goals, I think it was, in a season. So I don't think he would have won the golden boot.
By the way, after this one, you've got 2 left, and them 2 are really hard.
Those two are really hard.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. It's not Michael Owen then. Why don't we go with Henry again?
Wow, 4 golden boots in 5 seasons. Oh my God, this guy's so. How has he not won a Ballon d'Or? Anyway,
I mean, if we're talking about players who've never won a Ballon d'Or, like Luis Suarez, Xavi, Raul, fucking Robin, Roberto Carlos, David Beckham, Ramos never won one, Zlatan, Neymar, Lewandowski.
don't mention
Del Piero.
Zlatan. Don't mention Zlatan as if he ever deserved the Ballon d'Or
Oh,
or
he
deserved a
definitely did.
podium for Ballon d'Or.
Bro, but you talk about people like Xavi, Puskas never won a fucking Ballon d'Or. Henry's
Bro,
not the
Puskas.
best player.
I was never even alive. I'm never even alive.
Bro, you're so young. You were never alive for any of these boys.
Bro, I was
But
alive.
the fact that Luis Suarez never won one. Or Buffon.
Okay,
Buffon never
Luis
won one.
Suarez, Ribery, Neuer, and Henry were the only guys I can think of properly.
Roberto
that did well.
Carlos.
I've never seen him play. Man.
Ramos, the number of Champions League Ramos has won. If it was for defenders as well, and goalkeepers, Buffon would have won one, Ramos would have won one.
Yeah, I hear it.
Right.
Neymar-
But it's my
Neymar's
opinion.
up there.
I think Henry's the best ever player not to win it. So anyway,
Yeah, you can have your
2000,
opinion, but,
2001.
What did you say? These were really hard. We were never going to get.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think he'll get it.
Clue. Give it to me.
He is currently a coach in the England setup.
Huh?
I don't know what role, but he's currently a coach for England.
He's a coach for England.
Yes.
Gary Neville.
Yeah, Gary, yeah.
I've got no idea.
He's got a
Right.
long name.
A long name.
Yes.
What?
Well, not
like
long. As in, well,
triple barrel.
a lot of syllables.
Oh! Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
There we go.
He
Right,
kind
the
of gave that
final
to
one.
us, but okay.
Yeah.
The final one. 1999, 2000.
Um,
Honestly,
Andy Cole.
I know this guy, but not very well. No, it's not Andy
Right.
Cole.
Oh shit. Dwight York.
No.
Those would have been my guesses.
Actually, let me do some read. I know. Well, I know the guy. I don't know much about him.
Yeah.
Ollie.
No.
No, I can't imagine if he's not going to be a
Bex?
Man United player. Not
Is
going
it
to be a
this guy?
Liverpool.
Is it
not
this
gonna,
guy?
Not going to be a Liverpool player.
Yeah, it's this guy.
He's going to be some obscure.
Do you want me to give you another? Okay, I'll give you a clue. I'll give you some
Right.
more
Go
clues.
for it.
He's never played for a top club.
Right.
He's always been a mid-table player.
So he's outside top 6.
And when he won the Golden Boot, he was playing for Sunderland.
Oh, for the love of God, I'm never going to
Oh.
get this. No, never.
No, I read something somewhere. I remember
He's 5'7". He's a midfield.
5'7".
Fair enough.
No, because he was
He retired in 2014.
2014. I remember there was this guy who played for Palace called Johnson. He got a lot of goals.
He has played for Palace.
Oh, so he's played
This
for
guy.
Palace.
I'm just going to let you guys go with this because I've got no idea.
Right. No, I remember stupid things for some reason. I remember really obscure things, and I forget
Obvious ones.
forgot the Van Persie one. Right, the Van Persie didn't even pop in my head. That should have been one of the first guesses.
He's played for Watford, Sunderland, Southampton, Villa, West Brom, Birmingham, Blackpool, Palace,
Right.
Leicester.
So he played with maybe he played with, when was Letitia around? And I know he only played for one club, so it's not him anyway. But there was a guy called Phillips, and he played for Stoke. No, he played for Sunderland and Southampton. And I remember seeing him get 20 goals one year for some reason. I think he got like a lot of goals. I remember that for some reason.
Well, let's go with that then because I've got no idea.
Do you mean Kevin Phillips?
That is the man.
And you are
Have we actually
correct.
got that?
Well done.
Lloyd, there is something wrong with you in your brain somewhere.
I don't know how I remember that. It's so stupid because, like, obviously I lost at like 2012. So I lost because I didn't get Van Persie like twice. Yeah, no, I don't know. It just I have something.
Yeah.
It's something just like
People always forget about Van Persie. People always forget about Van Persie.
Somehow Henry has made history and won his first ever game show. But
Thank you.
still,
Yes.
somehow Lloyd has come out the smarter one.
no. Give plaudits to Henry who won fair and
No, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, come
I'm
on.
saying nothing.
The hard carry from Lloyd at the end when you both teamed up.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, at least you
Anyway,
won, Henry. At least you won.
I will take a win and I will say thank you very much that it's not going to be 7-0. And now I no longer care. So that's the end of the show for another week. I thoroughly enjoyed that one, boys.
Yeah.
Down below, let us know what your thoughts are on the show and on your predictions for the Premier League season, the rest of the
And
season.
where should Mourinho go?
And let us know where Mourinho
Carlos
should go.
is a big advocate for Sevilla.
Portugal, Sevilla, England, maybe. So if Southgate gets done, we shall only find out. So thank you all very much for watching, and we'll catch you all next week. Goodbye.
Bye.